You have a self-defeating belief system. Write that down. A self-defeating belief system. We are not so much talking about fighting the Jebusites as we are fighting the self-defeating belief system that's stopping you from moving into your destiny, that will kill your marriage, that will ruin your ministry, that will destroy your relationship, that will cost you your job, that will take away your promotions. A self-defeating belief system is what you ought to be fighting against. Instead, most of the time, we're fighting with flesh and blood, when in reality, it is your mindset that has to change for the move to take place.
Quit talking about change and let's make a change. Change is growth, and ain't no growth without change. It cannot happen. If you are sick and tired of where you are, then you have to change. Change can only come from within. Can't nobody make you change. So after you pray for it, work for it, and do something today about it. Stop procrastinating. The change can start today.
It's easy to get stuck in life and think that we've gone as far as we can. We can't break the addiction. We can't get well. We'll never accomplish a dream. What's holding us back many times is our own thinking. Jesus said, you can't put new wine into old wineskins. Wineskins in that day were made out of leather. When they got old, the leather would become hard and rigid. If you put new wine in it, the wine would expand and cause the wineskin to burst. This is saying you can't have a new life with old thinking. If you think you've reached your limits, then you have. If you think the problem is too big, then it is. If you think you'll never meet the right person, you probably won't. It's not that God doesn't have blessings, favor, increase. It's that your wineskin is old. You have to get a new mindset. Start believing bigger, dreaming bigger, expecting bigger. You're not limited by your circumstances, by the pandemic, by your boss, by how you were raised. One touch of God's favor will catapult you ahead.
Here's a good note for you. Anybody who is fighting you is fighting their own mindset, but find it easier to attack you than to attack their own self-defeating mindset. Self-sabotage is killing us. You think you're fighting a demon. You're not fighting a demon. Satan doesn't have to send a demon to fight you. If you have a self-defeating mindset, a propensity to be self-destructive has been planted in your background to bring forth fruit right when you're at the edge of coming into your purpose. But they underestimated David because David was determined. I need 1,000 determined people to jump up and holler. I wouldn't have come to church if I wasn't ready to fight. I wouldn't have come to church if I wasn't determined. I didn't get up this morning because it was easy. I didn't get up this morning and get dressed because I felt like getting dressed. I got up and got dressed because I'm determined. I can't feed off of where I work at. I can't feed off of my neighbors, but I had to get some food for the fight that's necessary for me to possess what God is about to give you in your life. Is going to require another kind of weapon than what you used before. What brought you here will not take you there. This is another kind of battle.
Take the limits off of God and take the limits off of yourself. Who says you can't do something great? Who says you can't start your own business? Who says you can't get well? Who says you can't go where no one in your family has gone? God is calling you to be a trendsetter, a difference maker, a barrier breaker. You don't need that cup. Quit looking at what you lost, what you don't have. The odds may be against you, but the Most High God is for you. He's breathing in your direction right now. You're not on your own. You and God are a majority. Nothing can stand against Him. What He has purposed for your life will come to pass. Now get in agreement with God. All He needs to work with is mustard seed faith. You don't have to have great faith, just a little bit of faith. God, I believe You can take me where I can't go on my own, that I'm about to see the surpassing greatness of Your favor.
Instead of saying, I have to go to work, I have to go work out, I have to eat right. If you change one word, it will change your entire perspective. I get to go to work today. I get to work out today. I get to eat right today. When you say I get to instead of I have to, it takes the obligation side of it away and it puts a gratitude on it. And the more you're grateful for, the more God will give you to be grateful for. Gratitude is a huge principle of success that a lot of people overlook. You're so busy pointing out where you're not at that you gotta stop and take time to thank God for where you are. Because look, man, success ain't how far you've gotten. Success is how far you've gotten from where you started. If you look at it that way, man, it just helps you out a little bit. Like, I get to go to work every morning. I don't have to. I get to go to work. I mean, this is a blessing, man. To have a job is a blessing. To be able to provide for your family is a blessing. To be able to, if you're producing any income wherever you are, it's a blessing, man. It's a lot of people ain't working. If God gets you past something, your job is to move on. You can't keep revisiting what God done brought you through. If He got you through it, then go on and get past it. Stop. I can't stand. I was in this relationship with this man for 8 years. Well, you ain't in it no more. Man, and that's what happens to a lot of people, man. I just try to tell people whenever I can, man, a different way to look at it, because success is mindset. That's all it is, man.